Good evening. It is 7:47 p.m. July 8th, 2024. Within 10 minutes ago, I went to the porch to get a pair of sandals that I got for $6.95. I'm in utter poverty. It's been 2 years since I could acquire another pair of sandals at $6.95. That is the kind of destitute poverty I have learned to survive in. 6 blocks from the United States President's office in the capital of the United States. While retrieving my property on the porch of my $6.95 sandals, as soon as I got to about the 5th step going down the stairs, so you're not quite up to floor 2, but you're not very far down the stairs either. And lo and behold, what did I smell? Dead, rotting, disgusting bodies. The poop, the rot, the disgust. We'll get at the source and we'll write a 500-word essay all about what that smells like later, to get it through the lovely American's head, how disgusting those dead bodies smell, to remind the rest of the world that this was their culture here. For 5 years, they enjoyed having this on their Facebook, this carousel on their Instagram, this dead body stench and gore and horror and violence, people screaming, reporters screaming, women gargling, women struggling to fight for their lives as they were being tackled and killed. For 5 years, the United States of America population became culturized. This was culture. This was on their Twitter. This was on their Tumblr. This was on all their social media. And they walked past and smirked, hey, and made faces at the survivor. Every time they walked by, that's what they did. And they did it again tonight. So I go down to get my $6.95 sandals off the porch, and I'm breathing through my mouth all the way down the stairs. And when I get to the corridor, it is like level 3 stench, and it's coming from the basement, and it's coming from that dining room. Like, I don't want to go into the rest of the house. Anywhere into the back, towards the house, towards the kitchen, towards the dining room, towards that basement, it's going to get more gross. You're going to smell it, stench level 4 or 5, who knows how bad. Dude, I'm not needed anymore by the Special Forces. What they need from me is to get that bag of sandals and get back up to my room and get back into my main room and sit nice and quiet, which is what I did until I had my green light to go ahead and report. So that's why I say within a 10-minute range. So that's what I did. And it's so nasty, dude. It's so fucking nasty. So the stench is billowing out into the fresh oxygen as soon as you open the door. And what do I hear? A Washington, D.C. female. The females here, the women, have made themselves world famous. They're the loudest, rudest, jackal, arrogant whores of Babylon. You will know in your modern era. You will not wonder why these pirate Russian subs, you will not wonder why. When the good guys tell you all the stuff and things these civilians did, and it backs up everything you already know that I have told all of you in the world, you will not wonder why these evil pirate Russian, very angry scoundrels did what they did in revenge because they thought they had all these kind of women working for them, and they lost their planned attack on my country. Okay, they're with Putin. Putin's attacking Russia. He's attacking my country. Putin's with Xi. Xi thinks he's attacking China with all his 200 Chinese politicians. He thinks he's attacking the republic, the communist republic there. It's his job, it's Putin's job over there in Russia to stop any militaries from the countries they hold office in that were going to fight these Nazis. This is neo-Nazis. Don't forget, tomorrow's NATO Day. NATO, NATO Day. Have a good NATO Day tomorrow. So 6 blocks up the street from NATO Day, White House, July 9th, this house already reeks of dead bodies. And the dead body, I opened the door, it's like 7, I'm sorry, I misquoted. It's like 7:40 p.m. I opened the door, all the disgust of a dead corpse, maybe more than one because it's really strong. It's billowing out into the oxygen because it does that with the gases. I don't want to talk about it, it's too traumatic. The gases from the decomposing corpse hits the oxygen, okay, comprende? So I don't want to get all into it. I want to get my point. And as soon as I opened the door at 7:40 at night, a DC female, a Washington DC woman started just talking so loud. It was berserk. The women here are berserk, jackal, whores of Babylon. She just couldn't shut up. She sounded very, very white woman, but she could have been any one of them that tries to talk like the white girls to fit in with this white establishment here. What they're doing in Washington, D.C. with their little neo-Nazi NATO conference is the big kahuna to these D.C. worker bees in the population. This is their spiritual experience, to use chemical gases on anybody who tries to stop them. This is their spiritual experience. This is their high on life. This is their grandiose dream come true, to stand outside of a terrorist cell where military special ops snap their blades and this dumb woman can just run her mouth as soon as I open the door because she really feels good. She gets her jollies off on how she thinks I'm in here by myself with nobody to help me. This makes that woman feel so good, and you can tell as the oxygen is hitting that decomposing corpse and all of it's billowing out into the front yard. You could hear her. They're all the same here. Wait till the military shows the world all the video surveillance they've taken of the people in Washington, D.C. You will never question why what happened here. Okay, so I closed my door. My orders were, do not wait around. Get the bag and get back upstairs, and don't talk when you get back in your room, and sit your butt down. So there's dead bodies all over this house, no question about that. You go back in towards the dining room, it's going to be way worse than the corridor. It's really bad on floor 1, and you start to really breathe through your mouth, and you know you're walking into a gore and horror show right as you go down the stairs. It doesn't take very long before you're like, oh shit, here we go. And I am to report that. Have a nice NATO day.